Hey there, it's me, Quashar with Quashar Detroit Publishing. Thanks so much for tuning in to day 16 of the 30-day live challenge. Today we're talking about investing in your book project. It is not a scam to invest in your book project. I've been looking at a lot of Facebook groups lately about, for new authors. I'm a member of a lot of different groups and publishing. And new first time authors are asking the question, is it a scam if someone's asking you to invest in your book project? Now, if you sign up with a traditional publisher, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a royalty and they are going to take care of everything. Sometimes you have to invest in marketing, but they're going to take care of everything and you're going to get a royalty, a percentage, per book. But if you are investing in a self-publishing service or a hybrid publisher or even a vanity press. Now, vanity presses are what you need to really look out for because vanity presses take advantage of authors by, just because they really don't have a vetting process when it comes to publishing. If you are looking to publish your book, they pretty much take everybody vanity, and they don't provide certain services. Like they may take the rights to your book. You have to be very careful about your contract. Okay. So what I do more like is hybrid. We offer education and publishing, right? It's not like traditional, but what it is, it's a combination because we are very heavy with Quashar Detroit Publishing, very heavy on education, and we offer a publishing service, and I do not take any royalties to your book. You do pay a fee in order for me to publish your book because it's a cost, for me to publish your book because I don't get any royalties, but you're going to pay up front for the cost. And our packages start in the 3,000 range, but you get you get education, you get your books published, we educate you about the process, you learn how to market your book and turn your book into a business. So it's coaching and publishing. It's not just a publishing service where you just contact me, I want to publish this book. And then, it's not like that. You go through a whole training process. It's an 8-week training program. And then we prepare your book for publishing. And then we go through editing. I'm there with you, holding your hand, going through your manuscript with you. I help you launch your book. And after your book, I help you to monetize your book project. So it's intensive. It's not a very easy process that you just come in, I just print whatever you have. No, you go through a process and you're vetted. Everyone's not accepted, but you have to apply, to work with us. So that's why we start out with the discovery call. But I just wanted to talk about the process. Now, when you are vetting your potential publishing service, you need to look for a few things. Number one, you need to find out who's used the service before, right? If there's someone that's been published by this company before, ask them questions, right? Reach out to them and ask them questions. So you can ask them, do they have, anybody that's used the service before? If they do, can they recommend you, speak with them or whatever? Ask questions and start doing research about the self-publishing process. There are fees involved in the self-publishing process. There's a cost to publish your book. There is a cost for the book cover, right? There's a cost for, someone to review your synopsis and your bio. You need to have a professional photo for the back of your book. There are costs involved. The book needs to be professionally edited. The book needs to be formatted. If you have special designs or, any graphic designs, or if you got charts, if you got pictures, that all needs to be formatted. There's a cost to all of this stuff. And so what I was going to do is I'm going to bring up, I don't know what's wrong with my computer today, but I'm going to bring up my, I have a coaching, not a coaching, but a worksheet, a budget worksheet for self-published authors. I'm going to tell you some of the things that are on this worksheet. Okay. So the first thing, there are several aspects to self-publishing, right? Now, when I'm talking about self-publishing right now, I'm talking about if you're doing this on your behalf, you're doing all the work, right? Not necessarily you doing all the work like creating your book cover, but you are facilitating this on your behalf, right? So you have to find your graphic artist because we're talking about self-publishing. That means that you are going through the process of preparing your book for publishing, right? Okay, so the first thing is legal aspects. There are legal aspects to this, right? Because your book is a business, you want to establish an LLC for your business. You want to get a copyright for your business, right? So there's a cost for that. And then if you have an attorney assisting you, there are going to be attorney fees. Keep that in mind. The second thing is a graphic designer. You need someone to professionally design your book cover. And don't forget to have a work for hire. Have them sign a work for hire agreement, because if a graphic designer is creating something on your behalf, if you haven't signed a work for hire agreement, they own the copyrights to your book. So make sure that you have them sign either a copyright transfer or a work for hire agreement. The third thing is editing. Editing can be very expensive. Editing is one of the most expensive costs of publishing your book, because there are so many different types of editing. Developmental editing, there is line editing, there is content editing, and then there's proofreading. You can look at in my stories, I shared an infographic that talks about those 4 types of editing. So look at my stories today. Then there is book formatting. And then if you have anything fancy in your book, if you have graphs, if you got a journal in the back of your book, if you want things in color, that that is going to be a cost for that. Book formatting, the ISBN numbers, the International Standard Book numbers, right? It's $125 per format, but then you may want to buy 10 for $295. So it's either $125 per format or 10 ISBN numbers for $295. And then there are other, if you want to get higher than that, there are other packages they have available on Bowker, BOWKER.com. Then there is, again, I mentioned the copyright. Then there's the cost of books, the cost to print your books. They can be anywhere between $2 and $4, depending on how many pages your book is, and if there's anything complicated. So anywhere between $2.50 $4 per book, right? This is what you would pay to print it, right? That's not what you're charging. So you could charge anywhere $15 to $20, depending on what you want to charge. You would have to figure that out, right? Then there are consultation or coaching fees. If you are, working with a coach and they're coaching you, you're in a coaching program, or you've had, several strategy sessions. Think about that when you are thinking about your budget for self-publishing. Custom signage. Do you have table runners? Do you have a custom tablecloth? Do you have retractable banners? Do you have flyers? All those things you have to consider. A website. Do you have an author website? So all those things are things that you need to consider when you're self-publishing. It's not just self-publishing a book, but it's a whole business. And all these things that I talked about are things that you need as a first-time author, so that you are presenting yourself as a professional author. And so I had to re-record this video, because I was in my first video, my nephew kept coming turning off the lights, so I had to re-record this video for you. So if you have questions about self-publishing your book, if you want to set up a free discovery call, you can send me a direct message and we can set up a discovery call so I can help you make your literary dreams a reality. So again, my name is Quishara with Quishara Detroit Publishing. Thanks so much for tuning in to day 16 of 30 Days of Live Challenge. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.